Hey wrestling pals, get your coffee ready because today we are in Luna's Lounge and we are going to be talking about Slammiversary that happened this past Saturday. Let's go. So as you guys know, I'm on the channel every Thursday live talking about Impact Wrestling. I am a huge Impact Wrestling fan and Slammiversary is our WrestleMania. So I want to talk about this, getting a little bit of shit the IWC says, but I really just want to go down the list and talk about this because Impact is always putting on fantastic pay-per-views. And if you're sleeping on Impact still, we have to have a chat.
I just want to talk to you.
Of course, we had the pre-show, the counter. We had Jody Threat and the Death Dolls versus Vidal, Giselle Shaw, and Savannah Evans. Woo! A lot of things going on there. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that I was super excited for this match because I was not. I'm not a huge fan of Rosemary being Courtney Rush now. It just isn't connecting with me at all, and I love Rosemary. So this match, that's what it was. Jody Threat and the Death Dolls won. That's fantastic. Moving on. King versus Joe Hendry. And as you probably already know, Joseph Hendry, I believe he lost. And I don't believe it. It's a very sad day in the Impact universe. What I'm hoping here is that he goes on to bigger and better things in Impact, hopefully. Maybe moves on to the Impact World Championship, but a little bit of comic relief. He's kind of the jester in the court. I love it. I don't care. That man can do no wrong in my eyes. It was a good match. I also love Kenny King. I watched The Bachelor to watch Kenny King.
I just wouldn't want her to get caught up in what this is if that didn't.
Didn't know he was a stripper though. So moving on out of the pre-show, now we're going to talk about the Ultimate X match. It was Kushida, Alan Angels, Gresham versus Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey and Jake something, which I am super excited that he's back. Apparently he has signed a contract with Impact, so we will be seeing him a lot. And going into this week, I think it's Jake something versus Kevin Knight. So he's sticking around and I love that for us. We win as the viewer. Overall, like the Ultimate X match usually is very exciting, very high energy. I just wasn't feeling it. You guys let me know what you think, but this match just didn't hit like it usually does. That being said, Kushida winning made my heart happy. I think he deserves the world, sweet baby angel. And let me know what you think. I'm not a huge fan of Jonathan Gresham. Mike Bailey, I feel like I'm seeing him too much. But you guys let me know what you thought of this match overall. And the next match was the Coven versus Masha Slamovich and Killer Kelly for the Knockouts Tag Team World Championships. This is a match that I was really looking forward to. Masha Slamovich and Killer Kelly as a tag team. They just match each other's weird, crazy energy, and I fucking love it. This tag team should be a thing for a long, long time. Super exciting. I love Taylor Wilde. I'm not a huge fan of the Coven as a tag team. It wasn't that exciting of a run. Masha Slamovich, Killer Kelly, let's make this run a long one because they deserve it. Killer Kelly, took a minute for her to grow on me, but she's one of my favorite women wrestlers right now. So the next match, I definitely want to talk about this, and we will talk a little bit right now about shit the IWC says, because I do that every week. I'm not really doing that this week, but I'm gonna sprinkle it in right here. We have Bully Ray and Diener with Khan versus Scott D'Amore and a surprise mystery partner. And the special enforcer was Darren McCartney. So I've seen him on Impact before. He was in a match previously. And I know this is like blasphemy. I'm a Canadian, but I'm not like a huge hockey fan. So I don't really know him. But what I've seen from him in Impact, I really enjoy him. Kind of reminds me of the Sandman, if the Sandman was a hockey player. So as we know now, I have been screaming it from the motherfucking rooftops. It is Eric Young. He was the mystery partner for Scott D'Amore. you know, bringing back Team Canada a little bit. Even A1 was in the crowd and he jumped in. It was phenomenal. I'm gonna get into shit the IWC says because I got my fucking ripped out because I said it was gonna be Eric Young. It was so obvious from the phone call.
And apparently this time PCO can't come back to life. So my question is, can you?
That it was going to be Eric Young. Like, let's stop the madness. People are like, well, he signed to WWE. So you're 100% wrong. As wrestling fans in the wrestling community, we have to stop believing everything we read on the internet. Like, it's actually a problem. Obviously, I'm heartbroken that Chris Sabin lost to Rush. But what I'm hearing is Chris Sabin was actually injured, so that's why he kind of went out there, just dropped the belt to Rush. Rush has been known to retire a whole bunch, but also Chris Sabin's kind of known to getting injured a bunch. Back in his history with having to drop belts and when he was the heavyweight champion in Impact. I mean, the man has some really bad luck. That being said, I wish him the best. I hope he has a speedy recovery. I'm not sure if the plan was to have him lose this soon in his 9-time X Division championship run, but here we are. So now the World Tag Team Championship match. This was kind of like a clusterfuck, if I am going to be completely honest. It was ABC versus Moose and Brian Myers versus Subculture versus, Jesus Christ, Rich Swann and Sami Callihan. So this, it was a great match. Don't get me wrong. I'm not super stoked on Subculture. That's only because I don't really know them previously. I know some people do and they're super excited from the UK and all that. Like, ABC is on such a huge run right now. To have these people just come in, like, if you're not familiar with them and just beat them, it didn't really resonate with me, if I'm going to be completely honest. But I'm super excited where this goes because people that are excited about Subculture really love them. So I'm just going to see how this plays out. Someone and something that I am going to give my full attention to is Trinity versus Deonna Purrazzo. Both phenomenal women, both strong women. Amazing in the ring. I loved this match. Deonna Purrazzo never disappoints me. Not on the mic, not in the ring, not with her gear, nothing. I love her. She is literally a fucking queen. I did not want to see her lose. That being said, I really think Trinity deserves it. I want her to have this run. Let me know what you think below, but I don't think she's going to be staying in Impact for all that long. Jordynne Grace said she will not compete for the Knockouts Division Heavyweight Championship while Deonna Purrazzo is Women's Champ. So now that she's not, Jordynne Grace can come back and compete for that. Maybe Jordynne Grace is still taking a bunch of time off. Who knows? I just can't see Trinity staying for too long. I think maybe she end up back in the WWE. That being said, there was so many interviews with her kind of saying like, it's worse than you guys even know. The only people that know what happened with me in the WWE is the people there. I feel like Impact is only on an upward trajectory. And I think that it's gonna be hitting all the sweet spots going into 2024. People are starting to recognize Impact, and I love that. So hopefully she stays for a bit. I don't know. Maybe she'll go to Japan, be with her friend. We will see. But for right now, she is the Knockouts champion. Also, they did announce the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion will be at Emergence in Toronto at the next Impact pay-per-view, Canada, and I will be there, yours truly. So wait for some content about that live. I'm super excited. Impact are the best live shows I've ever been to. The last match of the night, I hope I'm not forgetting anything, but if I did, too bad. I doubt I actually did forget about Kaz and Eddie Edwards, but there's no surprise there. This was Alex Shelley versus Nick Aldis. Am shooketh because I did not expect Alex Shelley to walk out of there still champion. I thought Nick Aldis was taking this for sure. A great match. Super happy at least one of my boys from Motor City Machine Guns kept their belt. So yeah, great match overall. Super unexpected. And of course, Josh Alexander came back. The walking weapon walked out after Alex Shelley won the match. I'm so excited. Let me know below. What do you think Josh Alexander is going to be getting his belt back? This has kind of happened with Josh couple times where he's had to leave because of injury and then came back and got his belt back pretty much right out of the gate. So you guys let me know what you think should happen or what you think is going to happen. Rumor has it Nick Aldis is actually maybe going back to the WWE to be a producer. But like I said, don't believe everything you read on the internet, and we'll see it when we see it. But apparently also read on the internet that Nick Aldis' last run in Impact, like it was just kind of a short stint. I know your rating of Slammiversary out of 10. I'm going to give it a solid 8.3 because you know I love my points. So 8.3 out of 10. I thought it was a solid show. Wasn't my favorite pay-per-view from Impact this year. Bound for Glory Rebellion was fantastic. That being said, even the not the best Impact pay-per-views to me are always like top tier fucking entertainment and wrestling. So you guys let me know what your rating out of 10 was. See you this Thursday.